Welcome, everyone. Happy International Hospitality Students Day 2024. I am Deborah Gardner. We are so excited to have you here. I'm the host and ultimate multitasker, author, keynote speaker, and 30-year hospitality veteran. It is Friday, October 4th, and we are so thrilled to bring you this very first special edition called International Hospitality Students Day 2024, brought to you by Hospitality Today Live in partnership with the amazing first-class campus of Grand Valley State University in beautiful Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today, we are celebrating you, the future leaders of our industry. Students from around the world are here to explore what hospitality is all about and what opportunities are out there. Well, we have the answers for you. Thanks to the support of Grand Valley State University, we've gathered the top 12 leaders from various sectors of this exciting profession to share their journeys, secrets, and advice. And since hospitality and tourism are larger than industries like pharma, automobile, retail, and more, the leaders want to make sure they meet you, our future stars, and so that you show up what this industry is all about, ready for you. So buckle up and get your laptops, your iPads ready to take notes, because we've got a full day of inspiration, stories, and lots of fun right here on Hospitality Today Live for this historical International Hospitality Students Day 2024. Oh my gosh, what a fantastic day this is going to be. I want everyone throughout the world to meet my co-host, Jeremy Nichols. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Deborah. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, hey, thank you so much for joining us, because this, as you know, is going to be a historical day. And again, we're so proud of it to partner with Grand Valley State University out of Michigan, actually. And I'm just so thrilled that you are here, because you were meant to be here. Please tell everyone about what your involvement is, what you do, and how the students are going to be so happy to meet you.
Wow. I don't know. Well, where do I start? Let me try to think. Well, I'll tell you what I do now. I'm a recruiter. I'm a headhunter for Gecko Hospitality. I focus on hospitality recruiting in the state of Florida, but Gecko Hospitality is a firm. We're nationwide. We're also in Canada, and we're in Europe now as well. But I focus strictly on Florida. I also do a podcast called The Hiring Lens, live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. I also have a YouTube channel. Just search my name. It's Jeremy Nichols, and then I pop up, and I'll be there with a lot of content for candidates that are seeking jobs in the market. That is for pretty much all job seekers. But when I do recruiting and headhunting, I work strictly in the hospitality space, and I've been doing it for over 20 years. I started in New York City. I did expansion recruiting with H&M. I did internal recruiting at corporate level for Panera Bread. I've been recruiting for about 25 plus years, and most recently last 8 years on the firm external side.
You know, as long as I've been in this hospitality profession, it's funny how I've never met you before until knowing about what you do recently. And I'm like, oh, Jeremy is perfect for this show, because I know a lot of students don't know where to start. and who to turn to. But this is what's so great about today is not only will they be able to lean on and contact the leaders today, but they're also going to be able to lean and contact you too. And students, we're going to show you how to do that, how to reach Jeremy throughout the show. And yet at the same time, Jeremy has a very good role in today. As we listen to the leaders talk about their journey, their wisdom, and all the advice they have to share with you, well, Jeremy is going to recap their interview that they're going to have with me today. And that is going to be great because you're going to give us the insight, right, Jeremy?
I'll do my best. Yes, I will. I'll give my insight. And it'll be off the cuff. There's no rehearsing here. So people that are watching, they might think that, I'm taking notes. I'm going to be giving you headhunter thoughts, recruiting thoughts, job seeker thoughts, hiring manager thoughts. I'm going to do it off the cuff after watching the videos.
Yeah,
fresh.
it's great because I'm going to be busy with them, and then you're going to do the recap. I'll pop in a couple times throughout the day, but I tell you what, students, grab your snacks, grab your water or sports drink to be hydrated throughout the day because this is going to be a one full day jam-packed of back-to-back interviews with all sorts of different sectors of the industry. So whatever you are interested in or curious about, or maybe you're someone that's not even a student and you're trying to figure out maybe I should dab into the hospitality industry, this is where you want to be today. And again, it's going to be fantastic. So it is going to be wild, fast paced, and we're just so excited. I know Grand Valley State University is just as excited. And I think you've worked with them before, right, Jeremy?
I have. Yep.
Yeah, this is what's so exciting. So I know everyone has questions. They're going to want to, make some comments, and we welcome that in the chat room as well. And of course, if you want to contact Grand Valley State University, we have a contact for you as well with some other information throughout the day. But again, students or anyone that's interested, please put in the chat, depending on which social media platform that you want to hang in today. I tell you what, we're very, very excited just for you to be here. And it is worldwide. So although Jeremy's in Florida, I'm in Arizona, we've got that covered. But again, we are worldwide, and that is what's going to be so exciting. So are there any other advice you want to give to possibly the students for the day, Jeremy?
I'm just thinking, back to what your comment was about the chat. Don't be shy. If you have anything that you can think of while we're live or while maybe I touch on something, feel free to throw it in the chat. We'll definitely do our best to answer it the best we can.
Yeah. So other than that, anything else? We're ready to rock and roll today. Anybody want to put something in the chat? We're here. What do you think, Jeremy?
If there's no questions, I'm fine with it. But I feel like if there are questions, I'm sure there's people that are nervous. You can put anonymous. You can throw it in there, and we'll answer away.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I noticed your little Geico in your banner.
Well, the little gecko right here.
I love that.
Thank you.
That looks like.
Well, it's Gecko Hospitality, so I have to put a little mascot in there for you.
Yeah. But we have people. Oh boy, I'm choking up.
So if you do, and when we talk about chat, so if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, there should be a section where if you have a question before we go into any of the presentations, you can throw something in there, and we'd be more than happy. And look at Lori saying hi. Hi, Lori. Thank you for the wonderful message last night.
We're so glad you're here. Yeah, definitely. Now, when we say the chat, we got a couple ways you can do this, students. Again, when you are watching all the links in the show, whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, we've got plenty of places there, of course, to do the comments and the chats. And if you've got not only questions, but you want to be contacted by Grand Valley State University or Jeremy or myself or anyone, put your contact information in there. We'll be right there. And of course, during the recap, Jeremy's here for any of the chats right here live. And we just can't wait to hear for what everybody has to say.
And there's plenty to talk about. I mean, right now, we're think about it. I know there's a lot of nervous candidates out there. I think I put a post up yesterday on LinkedIn. It was off the cuff. The job market has seemed to go into the employer's favor lately. Whereas, like, right after COVID, there was a huge bump. It was a candidate's market. Salaries were increasing like crazy. It was very, very confident. It was a very confident time for a candidate. And I'm hearing a lot of candidates right now are pretty frustrated. There's not much being posted. And if there is, a lot of them feel like they're being ghosted or they're being passed up. It's just not as a confident market. But I want to assure you that this is my 5th go around with a presidential election as a recruiter. And this happens every time, always the Q4, sometimes Q3, Q4, before we get into after the election. This is just a very indecisive time. So anybody who's out there that are nervous, I'm pretty bullish on the Q1 after we get, into when you're looking for work in Q1.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that has been on their mind and a lot of people's mind. And we always know election year is always very iffy. So I think you are the perfect person to talk to regarding that because
the whole market pauses.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like the countries, we're a 2-party system. So half the country normally is upset with the other, but half the country's fine. Now everybody's on their tiptoes and the market's kind of just pause. Everybody's kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. And that just rolls out to job opportunities. I mean, I can't really put it in a nutshell off the cuff, but I know this is like the 5th time I've seen it. Because I think even myself as a recruiter, I was looking at my deck and like job orders I had. I mean, I have job orders now, but normally it's way more at this time of year. And I'm like, oh, it's election year.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we should all stop. I mean, there are things that students can do.
This is the best time to do because you're going to be a leg up because the people that are pausing right now are going to be way behind when things ramp up. Whereas if you're still looking and you're still staying the course, you're going to be a leg up on the competition when things start popping up.
Yeah. And that is key. I mean, they can get, their LinkedIn profile updated. They can do a lot of contacting themselves as well. There's
networking,
plenty of opportunities out there during this time as well. So I can totally see where students are going to be even more excited. And it is funny because you would think everything would stop, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. This industry never stops. We never sleep.
As a headhunter, I did well during COVID where a lot of people pulled back. And it's because of that tip right there is I didn't take my foot off the gas.
Yeah, exactly. So again, we're really, really excited. This is going to be, again, a full day, and I can see that there's so many people already watching. This is so exciting. Thank you all for being here. And my goodness, please participate, be engaged, throw any questions out there, comments on all the social media platforms, including the recap with Jeremy, and stick around. We are just so excited. And we want to start this day out right now. And I think this is the time that we start saying Happy International Hospitality Students Day 2024. So let's get rolling right now.
Here in beautiful Michigan, it's time to start your hospitality and tourism career because there's no better time
to put on a performance,
to get in the game,
to teach the next generation,
to create an experience,
to spice things up,
to pour happiness.
So what are you waiting for?
That was a nice video.